This is exciting. There's been a lot of work that's been done over the last year. So I want to thank the folks from LIS, Legislative Information Services, as well as the professional staff at JCAR, who took what was an idea and have made it into something that is in front of us today and ready to be launched publicly. Also, there's a group of stakeholders. We beta tested this, as you would with any website, to make sure that we could work the bugs out, and so we got advocates from different industries together to test run this thing and see how it worked for them. I want to thank them for their time and commitment to this project as well. Here's the notion. We all know that the rules and regulations that various state agencies promulgate nearly on a daily basis have an impact on business, on communities, on families. And many of those rules are needed and justified and provide the essential protections that we rely on as a state. There are, however, from time to time, rules that, although well-intentioned and well-meaning, may fail that common sense test. And you know, this legislature has done a lot, the 129th GA, and we're continuing to on regulatory reform. But one of the things that I noticed as the chair of JCAR last year was that we really needed to harness the power of public input. I've talked about it as crowdsourcing the regulatory reform process, and what we're doing with Rule Watch Ohio makes it easier for average Ohioans to get involved in the rulemaking process. It can be complicated, it can be cumbersome to try to track the rules that are coming out of various different state agencies. And currently what there is basically a shotgun approach. You can sign up for an email update and you get hundreds of rules emailed to you, and you may not be able to sort through those. With Rule Watch, you're able to drill down. If you're a farmer, you want to find out exactly what rules could impact your farm and your business. If you're a manufacturer, if you run a manufacturing business, you want to find out what rules could impact the work that you do. And the hope of this is that by more Ohioans and advocacy groups and independent businessmen and women getting involved in this process, they can bring to light so that we can address when there is a rule that may fail that common sense test or could use a little bit of improvement, so that they can get involved earlier with collaborating with the agencies that are making these rules to try to still accomplish the goal behind the rules, but to mitigate some of those negative impacts. Now, you can see on the screen there's an example, despite the fact that my face is on it, it's a really good website other than that. You can see pretty clean and simple. It gives people the opportunity to sign up and then go through and identify what it is that they're interested in. Maybe we could walk through a couple of those. If you go to track rules here, you can not only track individual rules if you already know what it is that the rule is that concerns you, but you can also track rules by subject, and this list hopefully will grow over time. If you are a farmer, you may not care about rules that pertain to dentists, and so you can identify the rules that pertain to you. But if you're a dentist or a dental hygienist, you may not care about rules that pertain to Bob's business in agriculture. So you can identify that you want to know when rules are changing or rules are being promulgated that pertain to your line of work. Again, it gives people the opportunity to really get involved personally and watch the rulemaking process and have that level of scrutiny and input that these rules need. So with that, we'll take